What up? Like my new hair? Well, my hair was shown in the last video with the vet, but it was like in the car, so it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of cool, right? Curly. But yeah, as per this video, lately since I've been posting more of my cars on Instagram and especially Facebook, I've been getting a lot of messages from everybody asking me questions about the car rental business, especially Turo, because that's the platform that I use. Like the questions are, I'm constantly bombarded every single day in regards to like, how do I make Turo work? How do I drive all these supercars, these exotic cars, Italian cars, sports cars? Because I have a pretty big fleet, and I love cars. So naturally, I gravitated towards car rental business, especially Turo. Since like the first question people ask me is, what made me want to get into the business of cars, Turo, and the car rental business? And the answer is, I fucking love cars. I love driving cars. Ever since I was like a kid, I've been playing with Hot Wheels. I still collect Hot Wheels. And like in my lockers in high school, like I had pictures of Corvettes, Ferraris, Maseratis, like all types of Italian cars. Like I just love everything. I love muscle cars. Muscle cars. And so that's what made me want to start Turo. I wanted a way to drive cars that I normally would not have been able to afford. Although I'll get into this later in a video, you should be able to afford these cars even without Turo, ideally. But yeah, that's how I got into the car rental business and renting on Turo. I also rented out privately as well, especially to people that Turo's usually is for people that like I don't know, and they just randomly hit me up on Turo and want to rent my vehicles. But I also rent out my vehicles to friends and family, of course, especially family, because you know, people and friends, you know, people see me with some kick-ass cars and they want to rent it, but they may not want to pay my price on Turo. So we can do that privately as well. You guys can do that as well. You guys can rent out your cars privately. Then you don't have to pay fucking Turo like 20 or 30% of the take-home pay. That's for another video. This video, I just wanted to talk about why I got into like a car rental business, and it's basically because of my love for cars. You guys know, like if you're doing something you love, it's not work. Like I can't work a 9-to-5 job. I can't wake up like at 6 a.m. and drive to work half asleep and then answering to a boss. Like I've worked at McDonald's, I've worked at like Walmart, and do y'all think like I could answer to a boss? Like they come up, just step up to me and I'm going fucking like pumped up. Like if you're gonna tell me to like fry this fucking burger, I don't feel like frying, like I don't feel like making this burger, y'all know what's gonna happen. Yeah, so I needed my own business, and I've created a whole stream of multiple businesses, multiple streams of income is what I preach. And I've been helping all of you guys, all of y'all that have been DMing me for help on yours, because it's hard. It's hard out here for a pimp. So yeah, so this is how I got into Turo. I love cars. I love driving cars. It's my hobby. It's a stress reliever for me. Sometimes I just, like, it's so hard to explain, but a car is something that can make you personally feel a different way. And when you're in an expensive, exotic, or sports car, it makes you feel differently. You roll downtown in like a Maserati, a Bentley, you know, a C7, C8 Corvette. Like you feel just differently, and that's what got me started in it. But yeah, that's about it for this video. At least is like, I've had so many people just hit me up for tips and tricks on Turo. I at least have like 10, like, on the list, I got like 10 things that, like, 10 must do things or must be thought about before you start Turo. I'll probably go over them one by one, as in like what car you should start with, how many cars, like that kind of thing, and what cars make money, what don't make money. Because, like, if you buy a car or if you get a loan or a lease on a car, like, you're in it. Like, there's no going back. And if that car doesn't rent out, you're fucked. So I'll go over all that in a different video. In this video, I just want to touch base on, like, the very first thing people ask me, which is like, how did I get into it and why? And this is it. Also, if you have a car laying around, just rent that shit out on Turo. Like, I had I had my Challenger for like over 10 years. If you have like one or two cars, even if you have a spare one, because like COVID, no one's going nowhere, just rent it out. That's about it for this video. Peace.